Every year, the airgun world gets louder, literally and figuratively. SHOT Show 2026 just dropped a wave of new rifles that blur the line between airgun and firearm. We're talking 700 foot per second slugs, 20 gauge power levels, and precision rigs that'll embarrass a 22 LR at 100 yards. From quiet backyard trainers to full-on big-bore hunting tools, these guns prove compressed air isn't kids' stuff anymore. It's a serious shooting platform. In this lineup, I'll break down the real specs, how they shoot, and which ones actually deliver beyond the hype. So load your mags, check your regulator pressure, and get ready. Hit subscribe and follow Firearm Standard, where every test is hands-on, no fluff, and no factory script. Gamma Riser Punisher. The Gamma Riser Punisher is built for shooters who want something light, quiet, and genuinely capable. It's not a toy. This is a true multi-shot PCP that bridges the gap between backyard plinker and field-ready small-game rifle. The straight-pull bolt keeps cycling fast and intuitive, while the 10-round quick-shot rotary magazine lets you stay on target for quick follow-ups. The Whisper Fusion moderator is integrated into the barrel shroud, reducing report without making the rifle bulky, perfect for suburban or range settings where noise matters. In use, the Punisher delivers smooth, low-recoil shots and a forgiving trigger feel that even new shooters can master quickly. The action cycles cleanly and consistently when paired with quality pellets, ideally one brand and shape chosen early to prevent indexing issues. Expect roughly 20-25 effective shots per fill with tight group potential at 25-40 yards. The straight-pull loader makes reloading noticeably faster than single-shot PCPs, especially during pest control or reactive target sessions. Maintenance is refreshingly simple. Check O-rings and magazine seals, keep the moderator free of lead dust, and wipe down the loading port after extended shooting. The rifle's regulated system stays consistent, but it benefits from occasional pressure checks. Real-world MSRP hovers around $349 to $390, putting it squarely in the affordable mid-range PCP class. Light to carry, quiet to fire, and fast to reload, the Riser Punisher earns its name as one of the most practical budget multi-shot PCPs you can run in 2025. Umarex Primal 20. The Umarex Primal 20 brings big-bore muscle to the airgun world in a surprisingly compact package. It's designed for hunters who need real downrange energy without lugging a full-size tank system. The heart of the rifle is its onboard high-pressure reservoir and 2-round magazine feeding system, which launches 395-grain slugs at around 700 FPS, roughly 430 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. That's serious power, translating into ethical big game or feral hog capability wherever regulations allow. Shooting the Primal feels different from small-bore PCPs. Recoil is firm, the shot impulse is deep, and the sound has weight to it. Every pull of the trigger feels consequential. Accuracy is excellent once you zero the optic for your chosen slug weight. Consistency is the name of the game. The magazine feeds smoothly if you stick to properly sized slugs. Test feed and seating before field use. A quality scope rated for Springer or Magnum PCP recoil is mandatory. Maintenance is all about valve health and sealing integrity. Big bore systems cycle a lot of air, so inspect O-rings and keep the valve lightly lubricated. After heavy shooting, bleed the tank slowly to preserve the regulator and check fasteners around the receiver. Real-world pricing runs about $799 to $899 MSRP, depending on configuration. The Primal 20 rewards disciplined, accurate shooters who can make the first shot count, and it stands out as one of the most capable air rifles for those crossing from target shooting into true field hunting power. FX King. If the Riser is the working man's PCP, the FX King is the thoroughbred. This rifle sits at the top of FX's lineup, designed for shooters who want championship-level precision straight out of the box. Everything about it, from the adjustable 2-stage match trigger to the micro-tune regulator system, is engineered for one purpose: consistency. The deep-capacity rotary magazine feeds both long pellets and full-length slugs, giving the shooter flexibility to dial in the perfect load. In the hand, the King feels purpose-built. It balances well, cycles like silk, and rewards patient tuning. Once you find the regulator sweet spot, expect ragged hole groups at 25 yards and tack driving accuracy beyond 75. Switching to slugs turns the rifle into a legitimate long-range airgun, flat, predictable, and devastating on small to medium game. The trigger breaks like glass, and the air system holds pressure steadily over long sessions. Care is simple but deliberate. Keep regulator seals clean, check mag indexing after cleaning, and use a stable mount for optics to prevent shift. The rifle likes to be maintained, not neglected. MSRP runs about $1,799 for the synthetic version and $2,199 for the laminate stock, reflecting its high-end build and aftermarket-grade performance. The FX King isn't cheap, but for shooters chasing match accuracy or hunting precision, it's the kind of rifle that makes every pull of the trigger feel like a test of skill and a reminder of why PCP airguns have become so advanced. Daystate Black Wolf. The Daystate Black Wolf is built for shooters who crave adaptability. Everything about it says modular. The chassis accepts multiple barrel lengths, air reservoir volumes, and regulator setups, allowing you to tune shot count, consistency, or balance depending on your mission. Whether you're plinking in the backyard, competing in precision pellet matches, or hunting mid-sized game, one Black Wolf can do it all with a few smart swaps. In the field, this rifle behaves like a system more than a gun. The Huma regulator keeps velocities incredibly stable, producing a flat pressure curve and consistent point of impact. When properly tuned, you can expect 50-plus stable shots per fill with single-digit standard deviation. Accuracy is tight. Groups stack neatly at 25 and 50 yards, and longer barrels stretch that performance further. Ergonomics shift depending on how you configure it, so always re-zero optics after swapping barrels or reservoirs. Maintenance is straightforward but detailed. Monitor O-rings, regulator seals, and torque points whenever you reconfigure the system. The quick change design means more interfaces. Each one demands inspection before a range day or hunt. MSRP for the Daystate Black Wolf in 2025 sits around $2,195 to $2,495, depending on regulator and stock choice. For shooters who want one rifle to handle everything from bench rest to fieldcraft, the Black Wolf delivers unmatched flexibility without sacrificing precision. FX Leopard. The FX Leopard takes the bullpup concept and refines it for shooters who want compact handling without sacrificing ballistic reach. By moving the action behind the grip, FX keeps the barrel long and the overall rifle short, so you get full-length velocity and stability in a package that shoulders like a carbine. This layout is a godsend for hunters or range shooters working in tight spaces, but still chasing long, flat trajectories. Built around FX's dynamic rear system, DRS, and heavy liner barrels, the Leopard can handle both pellets and slugs in multiple calibers, 177, 22, 25, and 30. The carbon fiber bottle keeps weight down while maintaining air capacity, and the regulator system delivers a remarkably stable pressure curve. With good ammo, expect single-hole accuracy at 25 yards and half-inch groups at 50. Ergonomically, the Leopard demands setup time. The bullpup design changes cheek weld and eye relief, so mount optics carefully before dialing in zero. Maintenance focuses on bottle-to-regulator seals, barrel tension, and muzzle moderator clearance when using heavier projectiles. MSRP ranges from $1,899 for synthetic models to about $2,299 for carbon and laminate versions, positioning the FX Leopard as one of the most advanced bullpup PCPs on the market. Compact, balanced, and astonishingly quiet, it's a rifle built for shooters who want carbine agility with full rifle power. Umarex Complete Nitro Cartridge Rifle, NCR. The Umarex NCR strips the complexity out of PCP shooting. Instead of hand pumps or bulky compressors, it uses pre-filled disposable nitrogen cartridges. Snap one in, load up, and shoot. Each cartridge delivers velocities up to 1,025 FPS in .177 and around 975 FPS in .22, putting it squarely in the rimfire-adjacent power tier. With its included scope and dual rotary magazines, it's genuinely plug-and-play. Open the box, mount up, and start shooting. The NCR's biggest strength is convenience. It's perfect for shooters who want PCP precision without the airfill logistics. The trigger is crisp, the shot cycle is smooth, and recoil is negligible. Expect 25-40 consistent shots per cartridge before pressure drop-off becomes noticeable. In testing, accuracy stays respectable within typical backyard and pest control ranges, 10 to 40 yards, especially with mid-weight domed pellets. Maintenance is minimal. Keep the valve interface clean, check seals for leaks, and store unused cartridges out of direct heat. The only planning involved is ensuring a steady supply of nitrogen cartridges, which are lightweight and simple to replace. MSRP lands around $199, making the Umarex NCR one of the easiest on-ramps into PCP-level performance in 2025. For backyard shooters, casual plinkers, or anyone tired of pumping tanks, this rifle brings real airgun capability to a price and simplicity level that's hard to beat. Umarex Gauntlet 2. The Umarex Gauntlet 2 proves that high power and precision don't have to come with boutique prices. This rifle takes the classic Gauntlet platform and scales it up for shooters who want regulated big-bore performance with real hunting muscle. Available in several calibers, including 22, 25, and 30, the Gauntlet 2 pushes muzzle energies up to 110 foot-pounds, putting it into serious game hunting territory while maintaining the consistent shot curve that made the original famous. A regulated valve system smooths out the pressure drop, so each shot leaves the barrel at nearly identical velocity. That means flatter trajectories and tighter groups, even with heavy slugs. Expect a strong recoil pulse compared to small-bore PCPs, but nothing unmanageable. It's more of a steady shove than a snap. Accuracy holds solid once you find a slug or pellet the rifle likes. Most shooters report ragged hole groups at 50 yards with tuned setups. The synthetic stock, side lever action, and integrated shroud make it a rugged, weather-ready rifle that's easy to handle in the field. Maintenance is straightforward but important. Inspect O-rings and regulator seals after every few hundred shots, and confirm moderator clearance if you run longer, heavier projectiles. Big bores generate more valve wear, so it pays to keep spares on hand. MSRP sits around $629 for 22 and 25 versions, climbing to about $749 to $799 for the 30 caliber model. For hunters or shooters who want consistent, repeatable, big-bore power without spending custom shop money, the Gauntlet 2 delivers a remarkably complete package. Umarex Zelos. The Umarex Zelos brings high shot count and full power into a compact bullpup that's easy to carry, shoulder, and maneuver. With a 26-inch barrel inside a 36-inch chassis, it keeps full-length PCP performance in a rifle that feels half its size. Offered in 22 and 25 calibers, the Zeos pushes pellets at impressive speeds while feeding from high-capacity rotary magazines, 20 rounds in 22 and 18 in 25. That's serious volume for pest control, range sessions, or fast-paced training. In use, the Zeos feels balanced and responsive. The bullpup layout shifts weight toward your shoulder, improving control during offhand shooting and follow-ups. The side lever action is quick, smooth, and positive, while the long barrel gives pellets and short slugs plenty of time to stabilize. With a good regulator tune, you can expect consistent velocity across 40-60 shots per fill and half-inch groups at 30-40 yards with match pellets. It's quiet, too. Integrated baffling tames the report enough for suburban or backyard use. Like all bullpups, ergonomics matter. Take time to dial in cheek weld, trigger reach, and optic placement before heading to the field. Keep magazine O-rings lightly lubricated and inspect the bottle-to-regulator interface periodically. With proper care, it's a reliable all-day performer. MSRP lands around $599 for the 22, with the 25 caliber version running closer to $649. Compact, capable, and high capacity, the Umarex Zeos stands out as a PCP that blends tactical handling with practical real-world efficiency, perfect for shooters who want more firepower and less space. That wraps up the wildest AirGuns from SHOT Show 2026, proof that compressed air has officially stepped out of the backyard and into serious territory. From the budget-friendly nitrogen rigs to regulated slug monsters breaking the 100-foot-pound barrier, these platforms show how far air tech has come. Whether you're hunting, training, or just dialing in precision for fun, there's a rifle here that fits your range, budget, and mission. The next generation of airguns isn't coming. It's already on the firing line. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button and follow Firearm Standard. More field tests, pressure curve data, and no-nonsense gear breakdowns are coming, and you don't want to be the last to know when the next powerhouse drops.